Hey everybody, and welcome to Getting to Know Your Friends. I'm your host, Zach Rowland, and with me, this is Mark Levy, my new friend in New York City.
Yeah!
Woo! Thanks for coming on to the show, Mark.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah. So, Mark actually is a terrific person. He just turned 29, guys.
Yeah.
So, happy birthday. And
Thank
I
you very
was
much.
there to have a little libations with you.
I was very
right?
happy to bring it in with you.
Yeah, that was great. Mark, you've been in New York now for a little while, but we're going to go to the way back.
All right.
We're going to take it back because I know you guys are dying to find out who Mark is. I know I am. Who's on the inner side of the Markness?
So much sadness.
Oh, no. We'll get digging deep. So, take us back. Where are you from originally?
Born and raised in Miami, Florida.
Miami, Florida. Yeah. Awesome. And I don't think I've ever really been there, but is it as hot as they say it is? I mean, is it?
It's a different kind of hot. Because it's about 88 degrees almost all the time, but it's also pure humidity.
Mm-hmm.
So you're just sweat constantly.
Oh.
And you're just uncomfortable all year round, and it's just what the fuck am I doing with my life? Because I'm melting here.
Yeah.
And I had a car that had leather seats. When I eventually had a car, and it was just I'm dying in my car right now.
Ugh, I can only imagine. Yeah.
It's just hot. It's sticky. It's disgusting. And then when I went to college, I moved to North Florida where there's no breeze. So it just was hot and sticky. No breeze. Just hot.
Where was this?
That was in Gainesville and Palatka, Florida. I went to two colleges. So.
Cool. And what did you study?
Theater.
Did you do theater? How? Let's say how long? No, you're good. Let's say how long. When did you start wanting to get into acting and theater and all that stuff?
It's the only actual job I've ever wanted to do that you could actually do in modern times. I wanted to be a pirate before that.
Nice.
Not even joking about that.
That's so great.
Thank you. It was really exciting. But I remember distinctly. I was in my kindergarten prom play.
Yeah.
Playing Haman, the villain of the story, and I had a rap in it because 1991, and everyone does that in 1991.
That's what you do, guys.
Yeah,
it's 91.
In 91, you rap.
That's it.
But so basically, that's what happened. I immediately got bitten by the bug. I'm an only child, so I've always been a performer.
Cool. Yeah. I had that similar kind of thing when I was younger. I always wanted to be an actor, and I liked entertaining people. I liked putting on costumes. Yeah. Halloween was always a big to do.
Oh, what was your favorite costume?
Yeah.
That you did
my favorite one as a kid was Ninja Turtle.
Oh, yeah, which one?
I was Raphael.
Okay.
I was that bad kid. I always wanted to be Michelangelo because I wanted to have fun.
Yeah.
But I just had this attitude where I was Yeah. Did you ever want to be a Ninja Turtle?
Oh yeah, Michelangelo.
I
had all the toys as a kid.
Me too.
I think we talked about that before.
Yeah.
But Michelangelo by far the best. Yeah. And the toys for his were the best. Too.
Right.
So
fun. Did you go see the new Michael Bay produced one?
Yes, I did.
And your feelings, your thoughts?
It hurt.
Oh.
Did you see it?
I didn't yet.
Okay.
I didn't want to hurt. I was too afraid.
They get the turtles right.
Yeah.
Personality. They look a little too scary to be the Ninja Turtles to me.
Get you.
I mean, I'm not scared of them, but they look too scary.
Sure.
Will Arnett was funny. People like the movie that are our age, but I don't like the movie.
Did you see that? It made are they gonna have a sequel to it? Yeah.
Megan Fox is the most fake looking thing I've ever seen. There's nothing going on in her eyes. She's like a Polar Express character where it's just dead eyes. Hello, I am here to save you, turtles. Come on, man.
Oh, that's unfortunate. So anyway, so you grew up wanting to do acting, and you got into it early. Always wanted to get into that. So let's go to did you do anything really super exciting in high school that you were so proud of?
Oh, jeez, dude. Because I've always been a character actor. Even when I was always in school, I was the small weird character. I don't want to be that character, but the first time I got a really good role. Well. I actually, in high school, my first role was this, the play The Philadelphia?
No, I don't.
Okay, it's by, I think, David Ives, I want to say.
Okay, I know David Ives.
Yeah. So it's really silly, but there's a character in there that, it was the first thing I cast. It was a one-act thing, with thespians, and I was cast as a character named Mark, who's also neurotic, and he gets stuck in Philadelphia. and like his friends, like I woke up in Los Angeles and nothing matters, and like there's a lot of like it's and like so basically like everyone's treating me like shit in the play, and like all I want to eat is like Philly cheesesteaks, like. Oh well, no, like all that I get fed is Philly cheesesteaks, right? But but it was really cool. But like the first role I ever got that I was like super fucking proud of. I can curse, right?
Oh fuck yeah!
Okay, let's make sure.
We're all over the place on this one.
All right, that's good.
Let's do it.
Hey man, I respect that. I love it because as you know, I'm a sailor in training.
That's right. Pirate.
Yeah. Arg. But there was this play I did called Stardust. It's just like. It's not a great play, but
yeah, no Stardust. Yeah, I haven't been in it, but I know what you're talking about.
You've heard of the play Stardust?
I'm pretty sure
about high school theater.
Oh no, I'm thinking of what's his name, Neil Gaiman's Stardust. I thought they did like a musical. Okay, this is totally different.
This is totally different. This is like a play from like the 40s.
Oh no, okay.
Because like they talk about marijuana in the most casual way in the play.
Huh?
Like there's like the freshman characters in the play, like, oh, I gave the star my marijuana, like just casually to the teacher. But basically, it's about like this, like I think it's in like upstate New York, and like there's this like big Broadway actress who had like a bad like stint, so she's playing like Cleopatra's production, Anthony Cleopatra, and I was the director and teacher of the school who was like very deep in Stanislavski's method. I actually knew him.
Okay, yeah.
And like it was like a really silly, fun role, and it was like my first leading role ever.
Nice.
And it was really exciting.
That sounds cool. Yeah,
it was like a really silly, but like dated in a weird way.
Yeah.
But not terrible way.
Yeah.
But I really enjoyed it a lot. Like it was like the first time people were like, "Yeah, you're good at this." I'm like, "Thank you."
Right. That makes you feel good. Like that's always that experience. I know. Like I was in a lot of musicals, but like my first real experience of being like somebody told me like, "Wow, you're actually a good actor," was in The Rainmaker.
Right.
Yeah, and I played HC, the dad. And like my teacher was just like, "Yes, you should go to study acting." Like I was like, "Thank you." Like that made me feel really good. You know? Like I'd done a ton of other stuff, but it was all like, "Yeah, this is fun," you know? Like
right.
This was like, "Yeah, I love this.
I got this.
Yeah,
I got this." Yeah.
Right. So you went to Gainesville, and what was the other one?
Well, I went first to Florida School of the Arts after high school. I wanted to move to New York immediately.
Yeah.
But I was
LA for me.
Really?
I wanted to go to LA at 18. Like I wanted out.
Yeah, like I was like I need to go to New York, and like because like that's the homeland, and that's like the dream. And so basically, what happened was I was like my diction's always been terrible, but it used to be like 40 times worse.
Oh man.
So I had to like I needed the training before I went out to New York.
Sure.
And I went to the school, like a really cool theater conservatory, but not because it was at a community college called Florida School of the Arts, which did some great stuff, and I learned amazing things. Then I wanted to finish up my bachelor's at UF.
Okay, cool.
All 3 diplomas in acting.
All 3.
See where it gets you guys.
Yeah, right. I know. I've got 2. Neither of them are in acting, but neither of them I do anything with.
Yeah.
And so finally, right. So then you finished up school and then moved, or what happened after that?
Yeah. So I finished up college, and literally moved down to Miami for a little to decide what I need to bring to New York. Went to bartending school.
Oh, how was that?
I loved it. I actually loved it.
Yeah,
I was a really good bartender.
Nice. I've always wanted to figure out do that. You know,
the only reason why I'm not is because I'm not disgustingly good looking. Been doing it for 40 years, I hate saying this, or have boobs. That's what you need for you have to have a lot of experience. You have to be either really old and really good at it.
Yeah.
Or be disgustingly attractive, or be a very pretty girl.
Wow.
And I am not any of those stuff. So
check all those off.
So yeah, it was a few $100 down the drain, but at the same time it was a good experience because I learned more about stuff that I actually think I would love to use that.
Yeah. Life experience.
It's a cool life, and it was a great 2 weeks. The teachers were cool. It was fun to pour fake drinks.
Totally.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So it's a little stint in bartending school, and then boom, LA, right?
No,
LA, New York.
Yeah. Come on, man, I'm not you.
I'm testing you here. LA, no way. New York, right?
Yeah.
Cool. And so then, what was that experience like? Tell me about your transition, because I had my transition experience.
So I moved up here June 1st, 2009. A month after I graduated college, and it was a pretty weird experience because I got my apartment. Without even meeting the landlord, without looking at I got the apartment in Gainesville,
Oh wow!
Like my dad's friend from school went to lived in my old apartment, and they're moving out. Like, hey, maybe Mark can get the place. And then I talked to the landlord. She's like, sure. Wow. I lived there for 5 years and 3 months.
Yeah. So you've been in the same place since you've been here.
Same place.
Wow.
Been very happy there. Of course, as you know, things have happened, unfortunately, but I'm going to be strong.
Yeah.
But so basically, what happened is I moved in. Had a lot of luggage. Like my mom came up with me, and I distinctly remember we were getting things sorted, bought furniture, stuff like that. My bed came the first night. My bed wasn't in yet. It didn't arrive yet. We ordered it online, and so I remember sleeping in my living room floor, with the air conditioner on because it was hot as fuck.
Yeah.
And getting woke up 8 a.m. and then seeing them making my bed. Putting my bed together, waking up for that, and then I think that night I saw my first Broadway shows in New Yorker, which would have been West Side Story.
Oh wow!
The reason why is because my grandma passed away while I was in college, and that's her favorite musical. I did West Side Story at the end of my I did my first year at UF.
Cool.
I was Officer Krupke.
Nice.
It's the best role that means nothing to the show.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, if you ever want to be in a musical and that you can't sing, but you want a role that everyone knows, Officer Krupke is the role because he has 10 lines in the whole play.
Yep.
Most of them are not important. He's in 4 scenes. He talks in 2. One of them he's like, "Hey, stop, break it up." And the other one he has 5 lines of dialogue.
And you get the song.
Well, you don't sing,
but you're not.
The song is about you.
Yeah.
So everyone's like, "Oh my god, no, Officer Krupke." He's the 6th probably most known character in that play.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but it's just hilarious because he is the most unconsequential character of the plot.
Wow,
but
that's great. So then you got to see that here on Broadway.
Yeah, I saw that at the Palace Theater. Got pretty decent seats. We did, I think, mezzanine. So, and then was transitioning. Then I actually got cast in my first audition in New York.
Really?
Yeah.
How was that? What was it for?
It was for Arsenic and Old Lace.
Nice, I love that one.
It's a really fun play. It was awesome.
I directed Arsenic and Old Lace. Yeah,
nice.
when I was in I was doing high school student teaching, and I was also directing with the drama teacher, and that was the play that we did.
It's a great play.
Yeah.
And the cast I was in was really good. It was it was not paid, so it was it could have been a grab bag, but it was talented, great cast, and I was Officer Klein, which is, of course, a great role.
Yeah.
I play a lot of cops at that time period.
Yeah.
So it's a great role.
Do you think you were being typecast?
Honestly, no. I'm not even joking about this. Because, as an actor, I'm a weird leading man.
Yeah.
I'm not a leading man, but I am leading man thanks to people like Seth Rogen.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah, you're kind of you get those really fun roles, but you have your own approach to it, your own style.
Totally. Yeah.
That's great. I know. We needed pioneers finally. Yeah. Thank you guys for the beards.
While I was in rehearsals for that, I got hired for my first job in New York, which is a place I'm not gonna say the name because they fired me 45 minutes into the job.
Ugh.
And I distinctly remember puking in the Tribeca, the Canal Street train station on the ACE.
Oh, man.
I remember, I came to work. It was a little bit late because it was raining, and you know how things are. And I didn't know the city. We're gonna I'll never forget what the guy says. We're gonna have to cut our losses.
What?
Yeah. And
how do you say that to somebody?
He said it.
Oh my god.
So that happened, and I remember talking to my dad on the phone, puke crying. I still remember the lump in my throat, and I remember that night I was so depressed that I was I have to see a show to just shake myself out. So I saw Toxic Avenger.
Oh, nice!
Which is one of my favorite musicals ever seen.
I heard it's really fun.
So fucking funny.
Yeah.
And it's so weird because I was depressed for 2 days, and that show pretty much made it possible to be depressed for a short amount of time for me.
Yeah.
But and then while towards the end of working there, I got hired at Madame Tussauds and was there for 2 years.
Cool.
Yeah.
Good. So the transition was a little bit rocky, but
not terrible. But I mean, it was definitely one of those this is a New York story.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You move up and you're okay, well this is gonna happen. I'm gonna try to do it this way, but then this thing happens. I know. I actually my first job I was in maybe a week which was a serving
Yeah.
job, and I won't say the name either. But yeah, like I just like on the second night that I was actually like serving, I was like, this is not for me. And then like at that point, they were just kind of like, yeah, this is not for you. You're gone. And I was like,
oh, that's
okay.
terrible, my friend.
They didn't say we're gonna have to cut our losses. They were much nicer about
That's
it.
like I mean, that was like I just
I
think I
can't
remember being
imagine.
called down because his office was in like the basement.
Yeah.
So I like go down the stairs.
Wow.
And he's like, he asked a couple questions about what we were doing there, and he gave me like a 50-page packet about things to memorize, and I was like shaken up, and
It's too much.
it was bad. It was real. Like I'm a ball of anxiety 89% of the time.
Oh gosh. Yeah, and this city too will just like put you sometimes into some positions.
That's also the thing about to say that you also have to love, because like this city like beats the shit out of you.
Yeah.
And then you're like, and then like once you like, you distinctly know when like it doesn't hurt anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it hurts. Trust me. I mean, as you know, I've been going through a lot of stuff recently, and I mean, the city still can hurt very easily, but
you're rolling with the punches now.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I can tell, man. Like all the things that can happen all at one time, good and bad.
Yeah,
it's just like, well, I just like mine's a daily thing, you know. Like every day, it's what's gonna happen today?
That's been me this month, honestly. Like, I mean, like I said, things have been a little bit easier this month, but like this month has been pretty brutal.
yeah. That's
hey man,
city.
It's New York. You like either you love it and you deal with it, or you hate it and deal with it and then leave.
Yeah, exactly. So let's talk about a little bit of improv.
Okay, bro.
Yeah. So what's your improv experience like? What have you done? Where have you studied? What did you use?
Do you want to start like with college, or do you want to start like
start it early?
Okay.
Yeah.
So I've always liked improv. I didn't really have a skill for it. As a person, I still don't think I'm the best improviser or anything like that. Like, but like I remember I was like obsessed with Who's Line and stuff like that.
Yeah. What was your first Who's Line experience?
I remember the first Who's Line experience. I know I was obsessed with Wayne Brady.
Oh yeah.
Like beside the fact that he's from Florida, that like he was really funny. Also like, like he just was really. I thought he was the funniest of them all.
Yeah. He's super talented.
Yeah.
He can do things that I don't know if anybody else is like their brain can think of things like that. You know.
Or like are able to do it. Like
and
not even like brain can think of like I mean like are able to do it.
Absolutely.
Because he's like a really charismatic performer. But yeah, I remember like being obsessed with Who's Line. Yeah. I feel like it's like what everyone like begins with, you know.
Totally.
Right, which is fair. But I always loved improv, and like I never really did. Then I tried it a little in high school. I thought it was fun, a little short form. Then I think I did tell you about my workshop experience I did like in high school.
No.
At Miami Improv Festival, it was like the second year they did it. They had Groundlings and Second City there.
Cool.
And I convinced my parents to let me do the workshop, and I was so fucking embarrassed.
Oh, why?
Because it went bad. I was bad. I was really bad. No, I was like I'm not even like being like I was bad. Like haha. No, I was bad. Like, I was like bad. I was like, and I was getting like down on myself. I was like, I'm not funny. I'm not good. And then like I didn't really do it. And then I did a little in college, and it was not great. Like it was just nothing in college. And then like when I moved to New York, one of my good friends, Ryan Ruby, who now is like a kind of a big shot at Apple.
Nice.
Like he used to work at like Apple here, but they moved him just recently to Cupertino.
Ooh.
So he's like kind of like a big shot now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I remember I was talking to him on the train because he used to live in Astoria also, and he's like, "Yeah, man, the thing about taking class at UCB." I'm like, "Oh yeah, UCB. I saw a show there. I saw a show there in college at one time." Which I'm not going to tell you what happened in that story, because that's a story I don't even share with anyone.
Ooh, all right.
It was a bad. It was what?
We'll see. We can keep it locked up.
Yeah. But
all bad stories keep locked up.
It's I can tell you off the camera and off the recording.
Sure.
It's not a good story. But so
you took it. So
like I was like
classes.
Yeah, I mean like basically this was like 8 months into New York when I was like I should take a class to at least build my resume because
totally.
Yeah. And I remember distinctly I signed up for Improv 101 intensive, 2-week intensive. Tusos let me have the afternoons off so I can actually like do it. I was doing it. I signed up. I remember my first day, like walking into a little training center, hopping in the elevator. There was this big dude in the elevator who like smiled at me, and then like that was like I was like okay. And then I went to the classroom, and then like 5 minutes later, the big dude was my teacher.
Who was it?
Gabris. John Gabris. Yeah.
John Gabris.
Yeah,
nice.
like a big hero of mine.
Oh yeah.
And literally the bug was like bitten so hard by like day 3 that I'm like I want to do some more improv.
That's great.
Yeah.
He's in LA now, right?
Yeah, he's doing some pretty good things in LA.
Yeah,
so.
man, I would love the opportunity to get to study with him. He seems like
he's a really solid dude.
Yeah. Nice. Cool. So you so that was in 2009?
10.
10.
Yeah. March 2010 is when I started.
Great.
If I'm not mistaken, March 8th, 2010.
Uh-huh.
And just went through the system kind of quick. Spent a long time in 401 because I'm a very big weirdo and my voice wasn't ready yet for advanced. And took a few 401s and then got lucky, got to advanced, and have been taking a lot of classes since.
Cool. Nice. So you've been doing pretty much then like acting, improv, things of that nature. What else have you been doing in New York? Is that basically it, or like what?
Recently, podcasting. I mean, I started about 2 years ago. So.
Yeah. So tell us about that.
I have a podcast called Hit the Mark.
Very good.
Thank you very much. And basically, what it's similar to this. I basically was in a weird spot, and my boss at my job was like, "You should have a podcast." I'm like, nah. He's like, seriously, try it. But okay, whatever. And then like, I was like thinking, like, yeah, fuck it, let's give it a shot.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know if you've heard the first episode, Hit the Mark. It's not great.
I don't think I've gotten that far back, but I've heard. I mean, I've listened to quite a number of them.
Some of the early ones are like, I personally don't feel like the podcast like gets good till episode 7 or so. Like from myself, I feel like the guests are great. I also feel like myself as a host was good till like episode 7.
Yeah, it happens.
You're
feeling it out, right? I mean, it's your project.
It's terrifying,
bro.
Like it's so terrifying.
Yeah.
And basically, like, I did like the first episode, which was just me like, "Hello, my name is Mark Levy, and thank you for listening to Hit the Mark with Mark Levy." And like, it literally was just basically a test episode where I reviewed a play and a movie.
Yeah.
And I was like, "I will see you guys soon." I was like talking so clear. And then like the second episode's like where I feel like things start like happening the way I wanted it to.
Good.
And yeah, I've had over 160 episodes.
And some great guests too.
I'm very, very thankful for the guests.
Oh man, yeah, like that's so great because like I think I was searching for particular people that I really gotten into listening to, and I found like a bunch of people that I wanted to listen to that were on Hit the Mark, and so that's when I started listening to your podcast, and then also my friend Juliet, like she and I found you at like the same time, and we both started talking.
Still
about
the weirdest thing in the world.
We started talking about your podcast and being like, did you listen to New Hit the Mark? And we're like, oh, crazy.
It's the weirdest thing. It's always gonna weird me out, bro.
Yeah.
It's all like not in a bad way. Just like it's so fucking weird to me. Like you guys are like 1,000 miles away from me
at least,
and you found my tiny little improv podcast. Yeah. It's insane to me. I can't believe it. You know?
That's so fun.
I mean, I have listened. This is gonna sound like such a weird, stupid, humble brag, but I mean, I have listeners all over the world. Like, you guys are the first ones I ever met.
That's crazy.
That are not like friends of mine. I'd be like, "Hey, good job!" Like, I was shaking like when I met you guys.
Wow, that's so awesome. I mean, like, I know it's like this, not like you were shaking, but like we got to actually like say like, "Hey, man, we love what you do."
And you guys are so fucking fun to watch. You guys do your set.
Oh, thank you.
It was really great, yeah.
Oh, it's great. I love that we actually had people there. Like
it was
like
packed.
It was a packed house. We got a great slot. You know, we were very fortunate. I couldn't believe that. You know, we were so lucky to be where we were. Like I don't know. Like the UCB, this has been too kind. I feel like honestly, it's crazy to say. You know, but like you know, like that's why I came to New York was because of UCB.
Like,
right. They're my joy, my passion, my love. So I can't. Like it's still surreal for me to be here.
I understand. Like as you know, I've had some luck changing with my improv life, and like it's still not settling in at all. Like what's happening?
Yeah. Like
between like my show happening at UCB next week.
Yeah, tell us about that real quick. Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's called All Is Fine in Sunny Florida. It's having a test run at UCB on August 28th at 6 p.m. Third slot if you can make it, which means it goes up about 7 p.m. It's basically what it is. It's kind of like dubbed in quotes the Florida Man type plays. It's 2 plays that I wrote plus a monologue throughout that I wrote for myself, where it's kind of part storytelling.
Nice.
Because the character I play is very much me, but a little crazier. I hope.
Nice. For play sake.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sane. Yeah. I hope. But basically, one of the plays I wrote like 2 years ago because I like to write plays. It's called Cecil is Dead. It's about something named Cecil that is killed before the play, and people are dealing with it. I don't want to ruin it. I don't know when this is getting up.
I think it might be. I think it might actually be after, because it'll be. It won't be this. Man, that sounds weird to say this weekend because it'll be. Yeah, I think it's the weekend that's actually following directly.
Well, that's fine.
Yeah,
I mean, I still don't want to give away what just in case we get a run.
We'll lock it up.
It's a really fun twist because the play starts off insanely like tragic.
Oh yeah.
Like you think something really bad happened, and then you find out something bad happened, but it's something like that's comedic. Yeah.
Cool.
And the other play, it's a amalgamation of like 40-ish Florida Man headlines, and like created this weird scenario about like a radio DJ who's just a terrible dude.
Oh wow, that's gonna be something to.
It's really twisted. It's really dark. I'm very very happy.
That's good. Yeah, and congrats that you got the little like it's not the run. It's the opportunity to put it.
Yeah,
out,
I'm thrilled.
That's huge.
I really didn't think it was gonna get a shot.
Yeah,
I got an amazing cast, an amazing director. And it's been a beautiful process. I've cried at rehearsals with happiness, and yeah, it's a thrill because I really didn't think. I was like, oh, okay, well let's see what happens. Oh, okay, cool. I got a test run. Oh Jesus, I have to perform this on stage. That's exciting. That's scary. Oh my God. Yeah.
Cool. I'm going to interrupt us for a quick thing I like to call the lightning round.
All right, let's do it.
I'm going to ask you a series of questions. They're going to be brief. You can be as precise as possible on the answers or go into depth if you'd like to. But either which way, it's just going to be a bereavement of questions. So let's see. First one. What are you digging on Netflix right now? Or do you watch Netflix?
I do watch Netflix.
Good.
I've not been watching Netflix recently because I've been
too busy.
Wait, no, I've been diving headfirst into old Survivor seasons I've not watched.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Survivor. Nice. Paper or plastic?
It's always, I like plastic just because it's easier.
Nice. Favorite continent?
I'm going to go Europe.
Europe?
Yeah.
I like Europe too.
I've never been there, but I've always been obsessed with Greece.
Yeah.
I'm a European mutt, so I think it'd be really cool to go like to those countries.
Absolutely. Yeah. Definitely. Favorite mode of transportation?
Can it be fake?
Sure.
Bubble. I'm not even joking about
Bubble.
That. Ever since I saw Jimmy Neutron, I've been obsessed with like bubble like technology, like bouncing a ball. I think it's fucking awesome.
Oh yeah.
But if you want real, actually, foot scooter. Like
foot
a razor.
scooter.
I used to love my razor when I had one.
Yeah.
I don't think it's cool for an adult to ride one. That's why I stopped.
Well, if you never want to grow up, you can just.
Yeah, but it's fine.
Let's see. Chinese food or Thai food?
Oh God. That's mean to
I
me.
know.
That's really mean.
They're both so tasty.
I'm gonna have to go Thai because
Thai food.
I think I eat more of like different kinds of things in Chinese, but what I eat in Thai, like, I'm fucking obsessed with.
Ooh, like what?
I love a good pad Thai. I like the cashew nut, like weird combinations they have. Like we got, like where it's a cashew nut, it's like water chestnuts and like all that good stuff in there. Like, oh God,
nice.
And of course, pineapple fried rice is like heaven.
Oh yeah,
I'm probably ordering that tonight when I get back to my apartment.
Ooh, nice, lovely. See, now I've already inspired you for dinner.
Actually, no, I've been thinking about that all day.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm
a badass.
Oh, it feels good to be big. Let's see. Last place you remember. The last odd place you remember falling asleep. Like not traditional, like bed or couch or anything like that. Like.
Well, I mean, I literally fell asleep on the train on the way over here.
Nice, yeah. Everybody sleeps on the train.
The weirdest thing about it, I was playing a game on my iPod, and I'm like playing, and the next thing I know, like my eyes closed for at least like 5 seconds because I was listening to a podcast, and they were talking about something slightly different. So yeah.
Favorite weapon from any sci-fi type of adventure, like
lightsaber.
Lightsaber.
Yeah.
Boom, lightsabers. What color?
Blue. Oh, well, even more specific, midnight blue.
Oh, midnight blue lightsaber.
I think it's I didn't even know. I didn't even think that was gonna be the. Okay, cool. Yeah, that'd be awesome. I thought about like favorite color. Period. So.
No, that's great. I would say Well, that's great though. Favorite color, but that ties into the lightsaber, so that's perfect. The show you wish you could be on.
As an actor or as a human?
As a human.
I think my personality fits too well with Community not to say Community.
Nice. Yeah, I could see you on Community.
Like, just as a human
fun.
being. Like, I'm definitely one of those weird side characters.
Yeah, just you. You pop in, you do your thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Biggest comedic influence of the early 90s.
Oh, boy.
So specific.
That is really specific. Well, like, when I was in the early 90s or, like, from that time period?
When you were in the early 90s, what do you remember being
Michael
like?
J. Fox.
Michael J. Fox. If you could go back to any time in history, where and when would you go?
That's a really good question.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be so stupid. My answer. I'll say it. It's stupid though, but
do it.
70s, 80s, New York City, like early 70s.
Yeah.
Late 70s, early 80s, New York City. I'm a really big, like a lot of people don't know something, but I'm a really big Ramones fan.
Oh yeah.
And I definitely the type of person that would like be at CBGBs, and also I just like I want to like I probably would like as someone that's scared shitless of like everything. I would be totally scared to be in that time period.
Yeah.
But I also think that as a person like experiencing like that culture, I think it'd be so fucking cool to like be there for that.
Nice. Yeah, definitely. That'd be some pretty kick-ass shit. BC or AD?
AD.
I want to say why.
Because BC was like all. Honestly, like when I think like everything was like really fucked up, that's not like people murdering each other. I think of BC. Granted, I'm not gonna lie, dinosaurs would be really cool to be around, but I'd be terrified the whole time.
Nice. End of lightning round. Thank you. That was great. I love that. I love those questions because they're just like they I don't even know where they come from, and I love the answers that I get. Those were terrific. So so tell us a little bit about what you hope for the future now. Like let's move past the present day.
Yeah.
And let's see like what do you want to do, man? Where do you want to go with things?
Well, I mean, as you know, I'm about to start a really exciting class at UCB. 2 exciting classes at UCB.
Yeah.
So I got some really cool opportunities happening at UCB.
Yeah.
And hopefully I'll be getting a run. Knock on wood, because I'm terrified that it's not going to happen.
This is a wood tray, TV tray that we have.
Yeah.
So it's very good.
But I mean, like I feel like I've been gifted a lot of opportunities, and I really don't want to squander them. Also, as a performer, I really want to get myself off Broadway kind of soon.
Mm-hmm. What are you thinking? Like, are there some places that you like, or anywhere that in particular that you?
My favorite theater in the city is Playwrights Horizons.
Where's that at?
It's on 42nd, like between like 9th and 10th.
Cool. Yeah, I'm so new. Like, I'm still learning a lot of the theaters.
All the best off Broadway I like consistently I've seen is there.
Nice.
So they win like Pulitzer Prize all the time. So I'd love to like do something there. I really want to up my profile like in web series. I want like the career I want as an actor is one where people like know my face, but like are like I'm a character actor, so I don't want like people I can't like have a life. I want to be able to have a life to at least a certain extent.
Sure.
But I also like my goals that are still not changing from when I was a kid would win a Tony and an Oscar.
Sure. Yeah.
So like that's also like really exciting. Like I'm at a point in my life where I'm really excited about to see what the ride's going to be right now.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm in a transitional year. 29 is a transitional
Definitely. Year. Yeah, my 29, I mean, that was before I moved, but my 29 was totally like a, you know, like, this is it. We're moving on, and then like 30 hit for me, and I was like, oh, all right, well, you know, you got to think like definitely career, life, you know, what's going on, what's happening. So.
I mean, like, I'm about to move to Park Slope, which I'm terrified about.
Brooklyn.
That's where my parents are. My whole family's from Brooklyn.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, my whole family.
So it's almost like a homecoming.
It really is.
Yeah.
Like, it really, I mean, I like to think, like, when I returned to New York in 2009, that's my homecoming, because I always say that my parents met in Brooklyn, they had me in Miami, I moved to Queens.
Nice.
But, like, I mean, I think it's really exciting that, like, to see where this journey goes, you know? Like, I'm really excited. I'm terrified at the exact same time, but, like,
anxiety,
but I mean, like, that's what life is all about when you think about it.
Sure. Yeah, it's less boring, or you feel like you're actually getting somewhere when things are happening. good, bad, totally. Stuff's going on.
And I mean, like I said, I've been doing a lot of bad stuff this month, but I'm surviving.
Yeah.
So I feel like I want to challenge myself as much as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's a thing that I need to do for myself.
Right, and that's what gets hard at some point where you have to start setting deadlines for yourself and start
not necessarily deadline.
I
mean, I respect deadline. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for interrupting there. But I mean, like my mind's not even necessarily deadline. It's like pushing myself just harder. Like why can't I wake up for an audition? Why am I not doing this? Why am I not doing that? Because whatever. I have to be more responsible if I want to be what I want to do.
Yeah. There we go. Responsibility. That's the key. I think
but I mean, responsibility is such a negative word.
I guess
I think responsibility itself is better than responsibility. Because responsibility sounds like, I gotta pay my taxes and stuff like that. Which is not bad. It's something you have
to pay your taxes.
Right. Please pay your taxes.
Please.
But I'm talking about as a full human being.
Yeah.
What do I need for myself to be the best version of myself?
Yeah.
And that's my responsibility right now.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Yeah, definitely. I think that's super important, and you gotta stay headstrong and keep on track and definitely reaching for those dreams and goals and things that you set forth for yourself. I mean that's why I ended up in the place where I'm at now too, where it's I'm kind of getting that grounding and then taking off. Just want to do whatever I can.
It's funny because some of these responsibilities to myself are tweeting something once a day.
Oh yeah,
I mean, for a long time, my Twitter was just this app called Get Glue, where it's kind of like Foursquare but for pop culture.
Okay.
So it would be Mark is saying Anchorman 2. That's what the tweets would say.
Yeah.
And that's not fucking tweets.
Right.
Tweets dog shat on my foot today.
Yeah.
Need new shoes. I mean, that's a horrible tweet. But I mean,
but you're still you're putting it out there.
I mean, I want to take risks. That's my thing right now.
There we go. Taking risks. Yeah, that's what it's all about. That's life.
Yeah.
You're living life.
Yeah.
Nice. Good. Yeah. I think risk taking is essentially what motivates us, keeps us going. You're not taking risks. You get stagnant. You start to fall into weird places.
And I've done that before. I don't like it.
Yeah. Nice. Would you ever go to LA?
If I have to, yeah.
Yeah?
In a heartbeat.
If they called you out there, but you're really
totally.
You're an East Coast man?
I'm East Coast through and through. I reek of northeastern Jewishness. But nah, man. If the opportunity comes up, I'm and I have to, then I'm there.
Yeah.
That's it. As long as I'm not married. Even if I'm married. If I have to go out there, I have to go out there. That's just what it is.
Sure. Yeah, I know. I really like New York, but it's if I ever had the opportunity, I could see myself, hanging out in LA for a little bit.
I'm not saying I'm not saying oh yeah, put me in your little student film in LA. I'll be there and I'm gonna stay there. No, I'm saying if it's a cool opportunity, and I have a lot of friends in LA, so I'm not gonna be all alone or anything like that.
Right. So let me ask you a question. Did you have an agent?
I did, but they didn't understand my type.
Okay.
They only just saw the exterior,
but
they didn't see the what makes me what I am.
Yeah. I'm just curious because I mean, just thinking about acting and doing all that kind of stuff. There's so many hoops you have to jump through.
There's a lot of things I'm working on right now that would help me get an agent that understands me better.
Yeah, so definitely.
That's the easiest way to put it.
Somebody that understands more of that character actor aspect.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. That's important because like you said, you're that leading man type is
I'm not a leading man. I mean
I don't think I'm.
But I mean, I'm leading man-esque.
Sure.
And this guy only saw me as this guy looks old for his age, so I'm gonna submit him for not young but not old married people. Mm-hmm. And that's. I could do it, but I mean, I'm not gonna do good against a 40-year-old man.
Yeah.
So
yeah, well that's good. I mean, it's good to have that reset and just my general curiosity because I know that having a manager if they're not doing you the service of getting you auditions and gigs,
then why are you doing it?
Exactly. Yeah, and it's tough because some of that stuff where you want to make that next career move, it kind of depends on other fucking people.
I mean, my only regional theater gigs I've gotten by myself.
Mm-hmm.
not from someone else.
Hard work.
Granted, these were like roles of like people in their 30s and stuff like that. It didn't
Yeah.
matter. I mean, it's paid money. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, you gotta live too. So
Yeah.
that's.
And I have to create. I mean, that's just one of my things.
It's just like that's it. That's all I got.
Create. Yeah.
Oh man! All right. Well, we are getting close to time.
Wow, this is quick.
Yeah, I know, right? It just always seems to freaking fly by. But yeah, we got a little bit more time.
Okay.
Let's real quick. I wanted to say I love your shirt, by the way.
Thank you. I like your
X-Men
suit.
Wolverine. Like, thank you. Yes, this is.
I think
old
sets are
tapes.
one of the cooler things out there, man.
I love them. You know, like I wish I had more time to actually like. I don't know, make old like mixtapes and stuff. The concept of mixtape to me is just it's fascinating.
It's also very like romantic in the most traditional sense of the word.
Yeah.
Like not even like sex romance. I think it's just romantic.
Yeah, definitely. It shows that I don't know, like you took the time to care about somebody with something that says something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. For a while there, while I was away from my girlfriend, we were writing postcards to each other.
That's beautiful.
Like nobody does that anymore, you know. Like,
I mean, it's always like, "Hey, babe, I'll talk to you later."
Right.
Send.
Yeah, it's like that fast. Like that's not community. Like we would write like stories to one another.
That's beautiful.
You know,
I mean,
like,
oh my god, it's like it warms my little lover heart.
Good. Yeah, I was glad. It was like because I feel like that like keeping that for us is just. It's like I want people to know like how like much we care about each other, and it's really good. Yeah, you've worked with Amy on Crumph, right?
Yeah.
How was that experience?
I think she's one of the best teachers I've ever had. I'm not just saying that to you because like why would I do that?
Yeah.
But I mean, honestly, like
Amy Gerlich, by the way,
it's weird. Like it's a weird situation because like I've heard from so many people like, "Oh, if you're on my podcast, you're on my podcast." Like, met her like a few times, like asked her on my podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Then started taking a Crumph class. So I was blown away. And then like I took another one as soon as I could afford to take another one and had time to take another one and like, was blown away even more and like the positive energy, the kindness, the ferocity for the unspoken it's all beautiful. I think she's a great soul.
Yeah, and a big advocate of the indie scene too.
Yeah, that's what I like by the unspoken.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's what I'd say. It's just like she's put that in like the unspoken people, the people there that are really. Like wanting to just have fun and do, like the most enjoyable thing in life, which is create and pretend. Yeah. Imagination.
And the form is so much fun.
Yeah.
It's a hard form, but it's not, in my personal opinion, it's not that hard. I feel a lot of people that I've been in class with make it harder than it should.
Sure.
Because it's a simple form.
Yeah, but people do that with the Herald too. Like, I mean, the Herald's tough, but
it's tough.
Yeah, but once you kind of like get the flow and ebb of it down, like ebb and flow, whatever, ebb it down.
Which is it's funny because I'm actually creating a form with the team I coach right now.
Oh yeah, are you allowed to talk about it? You want to talk about it?
I could talk minimal about it.
Okay, whatever you want to say.
The form is going to be called the reverse circle.
Okay.
It's part LeBron, part Evente.
Nice.
That's all I have to say. That's all I can.
That's it.
Honestly, like that right there tells you pretty much exactly what it is.
People,
but like I'm very very proud of it. The team which is reverse circles. I decided might as well call the form what they are. Yeah. Kind of like Crumph because I mean why not? I mean they named us a reverse circle and like that's a fucking cool name.
Yeah, definitely.
And I'm gonna be like workshopping the form with them to make sure it's like perfect before they even do it like on stage.
Awesome. Yeah, I'll have to come check it out.
Yeah, I mean, and we actually did the first reverse circle ever that's ever happened on my birthday, which is great.
Oh,
I coached them on my birthday.
Cool.
Yeah.
I bet that was fun.
It was like really
nice. Like a really great birthday.
Honestly, that's really cool.
Yeah, awesome. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Let's get close to wrapping it up. I'm going to flip the script. Is there any questions that you would like to ask me? This is always the end of the show where the guest gets to ask the interviewer.
So you have some really, really cool posters in your room.
Thank you. Yeah.
Which is your favorite, not counting Star Wars? I know you're a big Star Wars fan.
Yeah, this is my little montage, my little tribute back here. It's so great. I don't know if I can say honestly. I this is gonna sound so narcissistic, but I love the one of me with Newfound Glory with my Kevin Bacon shirt on.
Geez, that's awesome.
So I was at Warped Tour.
Yeah.
And I wore this Dayglow pink Kevin Bacon shirt from Footloose, and I still have this shirt. I need to wear it more often. And it was like every 5 seconds somebody would just be like, "Is that Kevin Bacon? Oh my god, that's the best shirt ever!" So then the guys from Newfound Glory, a pop punk band that I've loved forever.
I was a big fan of them too.
Yeah, I got to go and meet them at their tent and get an autograph, and they were like, "Dude, we got to take a picture," and they were all just like super into it. And then my friend worked at a print shop, so we blew it up.
It
and
looks really cool. Yeah,
and
like it actually looks like a poster.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, it's like I have
it doesn't
framed.
like a photo. It's a poster.
Right. It's so I hate to say, but like that's my favorite because it's of me. But like it just looks really good. There's another copy of this, and it's on it's canvas with no frame, and it's wrapped over. It's so sick.
Yeah.
Like it just. And my buddy in Kansas City, he's got it up in his like man cave attic,
Yeah.
and it's really cool. But yeah, like. I really like that one. My brother got me this great Walking Dead poster. I'm a huge fan.
Oh yeah, great show.
Yeah, like I don't know. I love art. I love like weird art.
Did you do all that art over in the corner?
No, that's all stuff I've found and bought. Like there's
That's
I've got this thing that's like the Last Supper, but it's all like people from comic books.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, like there's all kinds of great stuff. Mary Louise Parker from Weeds.
That's actually a really beautiful piece. Yeah,
I love it. Yeah, there's just I don't know all kinds of fun little stuff. The rabbit with the tie and the gun. I know nobody can see this because it's a podcast and video, but like that is like favorite like little sketch. Because it's just like, it says so much with so little.
I fully agree.
I
fully agree. I was just like, Jesus, this is some really cool art. And
Yeah.
I just noticed you have some
bobbleheads
from the Office.
Office, yeah, I got my Jim and my Dwight, of course. And that's funny, because, I got those in New York when I visited. So, like, I got one year and then one the next time. And I was just like...
I assume we got Dwight first, because I'm sure because that was the first one to come out.
Yep, I got the Dwight first. And
I
then
such a big officer. I wanted one of those bobbleheads so bad.
So cool, yeah.
I actually had a small bobblehead collection for a while.
Oh, yeah?
My favorite bobblehead ever was my Alf one.
Nice.
He didn't make it up to New York with me, but like, there's a photo of me, like with my friends when I was in Gainesville had this like special piece of art, wanted an art piece.
Yeah.
Since it's important to you, and I was like, fuck yeah, here's my Alf.
Nice.
Yeah.
I fucking love Alf. That was like one of my childhood things, like of that show.
And the funny thing is, like that show made no like the reason why I love that show as a kid. Is like not a reason I love the show, because I'm like that's a dirty show.
Oh, totally.
Yeah,
he's eating cats, and I'm just like, oh my god, that's so ridiculous.
Yeah,
I love that fucking show. Oh, cool. We got time for one more question if you have any.
I'm good question-wise. I mean, this is amazing.
Yeah, awesome, man. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
great friend, Mark Levy, everybody. Thank you.
Bye.